to benefit it all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Giants take over first and 10 go at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now. 20. 70 ending. I'm on. Watch tight end. Tight right. Three down. Oh!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Here's Cunningham. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
We got 3.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Going the other way.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Let's go. Delta.
Now it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing is Jackson. This is Johnson. He's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a give, right side. Peyton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. Johnson, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Sanders. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Cunningham looking to throw. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Deacon Jones, the Hall of Famer, there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cunningham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Elam able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
I'm coming. Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Short. Hurry.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. 6. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check 26.
Jackson now. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our... And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Gronkowski. Touchdown, Miami.
Okay, baby, I see
A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Throw right side. Going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Now Cunningham finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Moss. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Giants first down.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards. Good for a giant first down. Cunningham in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Cunningham to throw.
Make these babies crawl all the way back.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Defense, let's go. Haywood. Max 50. Hey, come on, no. Switch.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
This is intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run on first down. Peyton. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Walter Payton, 71 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go,
Second and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
At the 36-yard
It's going to be a long day.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. There he goes left side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Walter Payton, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 21, Giants 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The stop made by Joe Green. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Play that tight D. Don't let them breathe, defense.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Our time. This is our time, guys.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night, and the Giants are going to jump back in front. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Giants 24, Dolphins 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 7, Jackson throwing the out route and complete. It's Moss, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go. Get out.
On first down, Peyton. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, me and you all day. Delta, I'm coming after you.
Jackson. And look at the catch by Gronkowski. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, Mike 53.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, drop deep, drop deep. He's coming. We got double up.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
He's back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Strahan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Short, coming after you.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
I'm going to run you over. 5'2" is the Mike. Mike 5'2", Mike 5'2". Danny.
Now Jackson.
52's the Mike.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Holt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. Set. 2-6. Let's Gates and Gator. Right here. We got to step it up.
Jackson to throw. On the move to his left. Throw left side, complete to Moss. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jack, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, that would have been something if he could have saved him from that.